Welcome guys to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to use a Raspberry Pi 3 to set up a RetroPie arcade machine. The first step of installing the RetroPie is going to the RetroPie website and downloading the OS image. This can be done by going to the RetroPie website and clicking on the Get RetroPie button. At the download screen, click Raspberry Pi 2-3. Then download the image. After the image is downloaded, then you'll need a software like Etcher or some other image writing tool to write the image to the SD card. Typically, I use Etcher as it has a very user-friendly interface. I should note here that in the latest release of Ubuntu, some additional libraries are required to make Etcher actually works. To write an image with Etcher, first select the Select Image button. Then navigate to the image you downloaded of the RetroPie arcade. From there, make sure that the device has the correct name and is the right size. It's very important that this is right, otherwise you may accidentally overwrite a hard drive. After both of these things have been checked to make sure they're correct, then you can flash the image onto the SD card. This is going to take a bit, so I might recommend going to grab a cup of coffee or something else for a little while. After the image is written to the SD card, then insert the SD card into the Raspberry Pi 3. This acts as the operating system of the Raspberry Pi, so while it will boot up to the RetroPie interface to begin with, there won't actually be any games installed on it. The next step is to then insert a USB drive into your normal computer. Open the flash drive and delete all the files already existing on the flash drive. After that, then create a folder called RetroPie, all lowercase and Pi spelled with PIE. After that is completed, then insert the USB drive into the Raspberry Pi 3. After it is inserted, it'll flash for a little bit, and after the flashing stops, then reinsert the flash drive into your normal computer. What the Raspberry Pi was doing while it was flashing was writing a bunch of files onto the USB drive. Now, when you look at the USB drive in a file manager, you'll notice that there's a bunch of files on there. And if you dive down, you'll see the ROMs folder. This will have the place where you'll put all of your ROMs. So now go to the internet and download some ROMs, and then place them in the appropriate folder. After the ROMs are placed in the appropriate folders, reinsert the flash drive into the Raspberry Pi 3. Then insert your preferred game controller, connect up the HDMI to an appropriate monitor, and connect up power. One unique challenge of the RetroPie arcade is that you're going to need two power sources, one for your monitor and one for the Raspberry Pi. Now with everything done, you're ready to start playing.